So, hi, welcome to our Sunday pop-up yoga class. This is Lara from Om3 Yoga. We're practicing from my home today because there's a marathon going on and it's hard to get to the studio. So what we'll start to do is find a comfortable seat on your mat. And you can sit either your legs straight out or your legs crisscrossed and just start to let yourself get comfortable. You can move your fleshy part away from the sitting bones a little bit. And then maybe placing your hands on your knees, palms up or palms down, and roll the shoulders back. Let your eyes close for a moment. Let's take a really big, deep inhale into the belly. And then exhale, let it go. Take another really big, deep inhale into the belly. And then exhaling out through the mouth, let it go. Do that one more time together. Big, deep inhale. And exhaling. So just as we take this time to practice together today, from the comfort of our homes, wherever you are, just allowing yourself this time to dedicate to you, to value you, and then listen to your body. So if something doesn't feel good that we're doing, please allow yourself to adjust. And then let's gently bring our hands to our heart center. Maybe bow your chin towards your chest. Starting to allow yourself to go within. Just focusing. And then let's slowly start to interlace your fingers and crisscross your thumbs. And then we're going to stretch your palms forward. Bring your chin to your chest, really round through that upper back. Beautiful. Let's inhale, reach your arms up high to the sky. You can take a slight bend in your elbows to relax the shoulders a little bit. Let's keep the palms facing the ceiling if that's possible. If it's too much on your shoulders, always turn your palms down. And then we're going to gently take a stretch over to the right side. And if you want, you can maybe turn your head, but you don't have to. Listen to what your body says. Maybe looking up either at the left elbow or down towards the right. Just to stretch the neck a little bit. Listening to your body, you can go from side to side again if that feels good. And then we're going to inhale. We're going to slowly come back up. And then let's exhale over to the left side. And again, you can keep your head steady or you can turn your head towards your right elbow or look down towards your left. And just listen to what feels good for your body. You can even go from side to side a few times. And breathing into this sensation, just starting to wake up the body today. 2. And 1. We're going to inhale. We're going to gently come back up. Let's reach the arms up, stretch. And then we're going to bring the hands in front of you, rounding through that upper back again. Chin towards the chest. Now we're going to release the fingers. Turn your palms up. The thumbs are going outward. And we're going to inhale. Bring the arms out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Maybe inhale, lift up and look up. Beautiful. And now let's lower your right hand down. And we're going to stretch your left arm overhead. And from here, let's maybe bend your elbow. You can look at your palm if that feels, again, okay for your neck. Otherwise, just keep your head steady, reaching, stretching. Again, you're going to bend the elbow, maybe look at your palm. And then inhale, reach and stretch. And then exhaling. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, we'll reach back up. We're going to lower your left hand down this time and then reaching that right arm overhead again. You know, as we come here, you're going to bend your elbow, maybe look at your palm. And then exhale as you reach and stretch. And again, listen to what feels good for your neck. So inhale, bending the elbow, looking at the palm. Exhale, reach and stretch. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to bend that elbow. We're going to slowly start to lift your body up. Now let's take your hands behind you. I'm just going to turn my body so you can see. And you're going to point your fingers so they go back. Your thumbs are more toward your body and come onto the fingertips. So lift the palms up. And then we're going to roll the shoulder blades back here and start to squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift your heart up. Now, again, listen to your body. You can keep your chin to your chest, and maybe you'll feel a little stretch into the upper back and neck. Or if you want to, you can start to just lift the chin up, not yank the head back because that cuts off a flow, but just lift the chin up slightly. And then imagine someone's lengthening the back of the head. You can even take your eyeballs towards the ceiling. Let's take a big inhale here and then exhale out through the mouth. Beautiful. One more time. One last time. Feel those lungs really open up, expanding. Beautiful. We're going to release the arms alongside the body. Let's stretch your legs out. So from here, let's gently just point and flex your feet a few times. And then we're going to point your toes and we'll do some circles with the ankles. And then going the other way. Beautiful. So just letting your body kind of warm up here. And then we're going to bring the hands back. Now, I like to turn my hands out to the side, my fingers out, just helps my shoulders, but listen to what feels good for your body. We're going to kind of roll the shoulder blades together behind the back, and then let's bend your knees, try to bring your feet on the ground. And we'll inhale, lift the chest up, maybe look up. And then we're going to exhale, round through the spine a little bit. Again, we're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back, lifting up. And then exhale, round through the spine. One more time. Let's inhale and exhaling. Now we're going to inhale, find a neutral place here. So squeezing those shoulder blades back, feel your chest lifted. And then we're going to drop your knees to the right. You can turn your head to the left again if that feels okay, or just keep your head steady. We're going to inhale, lift the knees back up and then drop them over to the left. Beautiful. Inhale, let's lift back up and then over to the right again. And then back up and over to the left. Let's inhale, come back over to the right. And then up and over to the left. Beautiful. Gently keeping your knees up, your feet on the ground. You might need to adjust your sitting bones a little bit. We're going to reach the arms up and then exhale, lower your hands down, bring your chin to your chest. Start to feel your lower back stretch out a little bit. Maybe breathing into the lower back and seeing if you can find some more space. So again, we're still just warming up our body here. We'll start some more movement in just a little bit. 2. And 1. We're going to inhale. We're going to slowly start to lift up. Let's crisscross your legs. And now we're going to make our way into a tabletop position. So coming onto the hands and knees, your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. And then you can keep your tops of the feet down, or you can curl the toes under, or kind of do a little combo of in between. So listen again, what feels good for the body. Feeling it engaged though. We're going to inhale, roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, we'll round through the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, let's roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, we'll round through the spine, chin to the chest. 3 more times. Inhale and exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Last one. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, find a flat back. You can bring your knees maybe a little bit closer together so you feel steady. We're going to extend your right leg back, curl the toes under, and then we'll stretch the heel back. Feeling that calf muscle maybe stretch out of the back of the leg. You can, if it feels good, maybe round through that upper back again. Bring your chin to your chest. Beautiful. We're going to inhale, bring the shoulders back over the wrist. We'll inhale, lift that right leg up, and then maybe extend that left arm forward. And breathing here. Feeling the core engage, flexing and energizing through that right foot, and reaching and stretching through the left arm. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's squeeze the elbow knee together 5 times. So we're going to exhale, squeeze, inhaling. Inhaling, exhale, and inhale last time. Exhale, And inhale, reach and extend again, more space and length in your body. And now we're gonna lower your left hand down. You're gonna turn your right toes out to the right. You might wanna slide the left toes to the left a little bit. Keeping the left hand under the shoulder, let's reach your right arm to the sky. Beautiful. Let's maybe turn your palm forward. You can look up at your hand and then reach and stretch that arm. Press to the outside edge of the back right foot as you reach and extend through the fingertips. 2 and 1. Now let's bring your right hand on your hip. We're going to come onto the inside edge of that right foot and we'll inhale, lift the right leg up and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. One last time. Inhale and exhaling. Now we're going to inhale, lift that right leg up. You're going to point your toe, bend your knee, and then see if you can reach your right hand for your right foot. And then maybe take a little bit of a back bend here. Breathing. I don't know if you heard my hip just popped. It felt really good. 2 and 1. We're going to gently release, bring that hand down and knee down. Beautiful. Now we're going to keep your head kind of where it is, but you're going to sink your hips back towards your heels, stretching your back out, child's-like shape. And then we'll press to the tops of the feet, knees, lift the arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, let's bend the elbows out to the side, squeeze the shoulders together. And then we're going to pull the elbows together in the front. We'll inhale, reach those arms up. And then exhale, hips towards your heels, hands back onto the mat. Let's find tabletop once again. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to the chest. Once again, inhaling and exhale. Let's find a flat back. We're going to extend your left leg back this time. We're going to curl the toes under. You'll stretch your heel back, feeling the back of the leg stretch out. Maybe bring your chin to your chest. You can round through that upper back a little bit. Take an inhale and exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Inhale, let's bring the shoulders over the wrists. We're going to lift your left leg up, flex and energize the foot, and reaching the right arm forward. Breathing here. Finding a lot of space and length in the body. Beautiful. 2 and 1. Now let's squeeze the elbow and knee together 5 times. So we'll exhale, squeeze, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze, inhale, lengthen. Again, exhale and inhaling, exhale and inhale last time. Exhale and inhaling. Beautiful. We're going to lower your right hand down. Now you're going to slide the right toes to the right a little bit, left foot down. We're going to bring that left foot down. We'll inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Fantastic. Turn your palm forward. Let's reach and extend the arm. Maybe look at the hand and press to the outside edge of that back left foot. Beautiful. Finding more space and length in the body. 3, 2 and 1. We're going to inhale, reach your arm up. You're going to bring your hand on your hip. We'll come on the inside edge of the foot now and lift the leg up, flexing again. Beautiful. Maybe reach that arm up and then perhaps point your toe. You're going to bend the knee, grab hold of the foot, lean back a little bit. Feel the shoulder blades. Feel an opening in the body. 3, 2 and 1. We're going to gently release. We'll lower your hand down and your knee down, tabletop shape. Inhale, let's roll the shoulders back, lengthen and look up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to the chest. Again, inhale and exhaling. Fantastic. Let's inhale, find a flat back. You're going to bring your feet flat, keep your head where it is, sink your hips back. We'll inhale, lift the arms all the way up. Let's bend the elbows out to the side again. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach those elbows forward. Inhale, lift up, look up. And then we're going to bring your hands onto your hips. Squeeze the elbows together, put the shoulder blades together. Let's lean back a little bit again from here. Back bend, keep your chin towards your chest. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Inhale, we'll come back up and we'll step up towards the front of the mat. Beautiful. All right, so from here, let's start by bringing your feet about hip distance apart. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms high, exhale, hands to the heart. And I said hip distance, but I meant mat width. So just pause here for a moment. Hands to the heart center, feel your feet on the ground, maybe press your toes, slight bend in the knees. Keep the knees soft, maybe tilt your tailbone back. Feel your belly draw towards your spine. Feel the rib cage anchor. Roll the shoulders back. Reach through the crown of the head. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Reach your arms alongside the body, palms forward, spread your fingers wide. Fantastic. Let's inhale, lift the arms all the way up. We're going to exhale, bring the hands through the heart center. We're going to come sink down, bend into the knees, taking a squat. And I want you to imagine you're going to kind of gather some earth into your heart. And then we're going to inhale, lift all the way up, and you're going to exhale all the way back, your arms down alongside the body. Palms forward. Let's do that again. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up, hands together. We're going to exhale, come scoot down, scoot down. Inhale, lift, scoot into the heart. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Exhale, the arms alongside the body, spread the fingers. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, you're going to come down. Scoop, lifting all the way up. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale, let's lift up. Exhale, let's come squat down. Beautiful. Scoop that energy up. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop. Lift. Exhale. Pause. Notice how's your body feeling. Fantastic. Let's bring the hands to the hips. We're going to heel to the feet a little bit closer together. So now they're right probably underneath your hips. We'll inhale, lift the arms up. Let's exhale from here. Bend the knees. You're going to hinge from your hips and fold forward. Now, as we fold forward here, you can keep your hands on your legs. Really bend your knees so your belly and thighs meet. Help protect your lower back and hamstrings. Try to keep the chin to the chest so the neck is long. We can grab onto the opposite elbows, or it might feel good to interlace your hands behind your back to stretch the shoulders out a little bit. Oh, that feels good for me. You can shake your head and neck out, maybe yes and no if that feels good. Perhaps straightening the legs a little bit or bending. Listen to what feels good for your body. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's release those hands down on either side of the foot. Keeping your right foot down, you're going to step your left foot back into a lunge. Beautiful. Let's drop down to that left knee. We're going to sink your hips forward as much as that feels good. Now you can stay right here is perfect, or inhale, lift your arms towards the ceiling. Beautiful. 2, and 1. Now let's back the hips up a little bit so your hips are more over that left knee. We're going to bring the left hand to the right thigh, right hand to the hip, twist. 2, and 1. We're going to slowly unwind. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands back down. We'll step that left foot to meet the right, fold forward. Beautiful. 2, and 1. Let's press through the feet. You're going to step, or keep your press through your hands. Keep your left foot down. We'll step your right foot back this time. Beautiful. Let's drop down to that right knee. Sink your hips forward, maybe looking up. Beautiful. 2, you 1. Inhale, lift the arms up. Fantastic. Oh, it feels so good. Exhale, we're going to back the hips up a little bit. Right hand on the left thigh, left hand on the hip, twist. 2, and 1. Now this time we're going to bring your hands to your hips. You're going to slide that left thigh to meet, or left knee to meet the right, or the thighs together. Roll the shoulders back. We'll take a little bit of a lean back. Keep your chin towards your chest here. 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, reach those arms high. Exhale, let's bring the hands down and find a downward dog. If downward dog does not work for you, tabletop right here is fine, or child's pose, sinking the hips towards the heels. Otherwise, curl the toes under, lift the knees off the mat, belly and thighs meet. You can stay here, Maybe straightening the legs a little bit or walk the legs out right and left. Notice how your body's feeling. And shake your head and neck out. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let it go. Once again, inhale and exhale. Let's inhale, bring your body to plank, shoulders over those fingertips, hold here, really engage that core, squeeze everything into the body's center line. 3, 2, 1. Now you can take a chaturanga push-up if you're familiar with that, or follow me by dropping down to the knees, roll the shoulders back, lower the chest down, and then inhale, scoop the heart up and roll the shoulders back, up dog or cobra. Let's take a big inhale. Exhale, out through the mouth, stick out your tongue. Once again. One more time. Beautiful. Let's lift the hips over the knees, curl the toes under, belly and thighs meet back to downward dog. Fantastic. 2 and 1. Now let's slowly come onto the tippy toes. You're going to bend the knees a lot. We'll start to walk the feet towards the front of the mat. Beautiful. Let's inhale, bend the knees, belly and thighs meet. We'll slide the hands on the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold back in. Bringing your hands to your hips. Let's come all the way back up to stand. Inhale, reach those arms high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's bring the hands onto the hips from here. We're going to keep your right foot forward, step your left foot back. We'll move into a warrior A shape. So try to imagine your hips are kind of squared off to the front of the mat. We're going to bend into that right knee over towards the ankle or moving towards your pinky toe. And then feel the inner thighs squeeze together. Squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom, 1 and 2, to engage this core, this lower body, to protect your back. Inhale, we'll reach the arms high. Let's grab onto your elbows and squeeze and pull those arms back. And then inhale, lift the arms high again. Bend in a little bit deeper. Feel that sensation. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to straighten the leg, hands to the hips. We'll step your left foot up a little bit. Let's grab onto the opposite elbows behind the back. Roll the shoulders back. And again, engage like you have to hold to go to the bathroom. 1 and 2. Squeeze the inner thighs together. We're going to lean forward about halfway. Reach through the crown of the head. Lengthening the spine. Feeling the tailbone and the crown move away from each other. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, come back up. Hands to the hips. We'll step your left foot to meet your right. You're going to spread your left toes from here. Turn your right toes out. We're moving into tree pose. So you can make a little kickstand, foot towards that inner calf or up towards the inner thigh. Now gaze up to where the wall and the ceiling meet. I got a wall next to me. Use your wall if you need. And then we'll bring your hands to your heart. Maybe reach your arms high. You can bring your hands on your head, any kind of tree you want to be. Maybe it's windy, your tree's wobbly like mine today. 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the heart, and we'll bring that right foot down to meet the left. Let's inhale, reach out. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the heart center. You're going to bend the knees, sink down, come onto your tippy toes. Let's bring the hands down, chin to the chest. We're going to fold forward. Beautiful. Notice the difference between the right and left leg here. Breathing, inhale. And exhale. Once again, inhale. And exhale. Let's inhale, come back up onto those tippy toes. We'll sink your hips to your heels, let your head lift up. And then we're going to press through the feet, come all the way back to standing. Beautiful. Hands to the hips. Inhale, lift your arms high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Hands back to the hips. We're going to step your right leg back this time, finding warrior A again. So if you can, bring that back edge of the foot down. We'll bend into that left knee, moving the left knee towards the pinky toe. Try to pull that right hip forward, squeezing like you have to hold to go to the bathroom, 1 and 2. Finding this engagement in the legs. Let's inhale, lift the arms up. And then we're going to grab the elbows again. So bring the arms opposite. It's going to feel a little bit weird. So whatever's not natural for you, do that. And then lean those arms back. Bend a little bit deeper into the knee. Inhale, lift the arms high. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to straighten the leg, hands to the hips. We'll step your back foot up a little bit so both legs are straight, both feet are on the ground, and feel nice and steady here. We're going to grab, again, the opposite elbow behind the back, so do what doesn't feel natural. Roll the shoulders back, reach here through the crown, or the heart and the crown of the head, lengthening the spine. So feel the crown and the tailbone move away from one another. Perhaps drop that right hip down a little bit, lift your left hip up. So feel more space and sensation in your body. 3, 2, and 1. We'll inhale, come all the way back up, hands to the hips, step your feet together at the front of the mat. Let's inhale, lift your left foot now for tree pose, so you can make a kickstand, foot towards that inner calf, or up towards the inner thigh. Gaze to where the wall and the ceiling meet, hands to the heart center. Really press down through the standing leg, press that bent leg, so that left foot into the right thigh, hands to the heart. Maybe reach your arms high, you can make a little crown, reach the arms wide, what feels good. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down. Beautiful. Let's inhale. We'll lift the arms high. Exhale. We're going to bend the knees again. Come sink down. Come on the balls of the feet. Exhale. We're going to fold forward. We'll bring your hands on either side of the feet, and we'll step the feet back to plank pose. Holding plank. Really engaging here. Coming onto those tippy toes. 3, 2, and 1. Let's drop your heels to the right, left arm to the sky, Vashisthasana, or feel free to drop that right knee down if you need. You can look up at that left thumb. Breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Let's do that on the other side. Reaching, pressing, lengthening. More space in your body. 2, and 1. Hands down. We're going to take that chaturanga push-up, up dog. Inhale. And then you can go downward dog or child's pose. What is your body? Breathing. Inhale. And exhale. Find something new. Shake your head and neck up. Lift your tailbone a little bit higher. Feel your belly button draw towards your spine. Press deeper into those hands to feel the shoulders stretch. What do you need? Inhale. Exhale again. One more time. Let's come on the balls of the feet. We'll gaze between the thumbs. Walk your feet to the front of the mat, folding forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward again. We're going to come on the balls of the feet. We'll sink your hips down. Inhale, let's stand all the way up. Hands to the heart. Inhale. And exhale. Release and shake out a little bit. All right, we're going to come step your feet out wide on your mat. So we're going to do a little bit more standing, and then we'll move down to the ground in a moment. So let's start by reaching the arms wide. Beautiful. And then we're going to turn your right toes out. I'll mirror for you here. And you're going to bend in to that right knee for warrior B. Breathing, sinking down, feeling your right knee move towards your pinky toe. But again, squeezing like you have to hold to go to the bathroom 1 and 2 to find a different sensation, or feel like almost the body moves into the center line. Feel the shoulders squeeze to the center line. 2, and 1. We're going to straighten the leg, bringing your left hand on your hip. We'll step your right foot up a little bit. Reach forward. We'll lower your right hand down. Now, you can start to roll your shoulders back. Feel your shoulders stack. Feel your hips stack, and feel your tailbone reach towards that back left heel. If it feels good, maybe reach your left arm to the sky. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take a slight bend in the knee. We'll inhale, lift up, feet parallel. Let's turn your toes out, reach the arms high. Hands to the heart center. Let's come sink down. Beautiful. Inhale, we'll lift up. Now we're going to find warrior B on the other side. So arms wide again, readjust your feet. So you want your outside edges of the feet kind of right under the wrist, ideally. Let's turn your left toes out. We'll bend into warrior B. Now maybe looking over that left middle finger, feel the left knee move towards the pinky toe, press through the outside edge of that back right foot. Keep breathing here. Maybe going a little bit deeper. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to straighten the left leg, right hand on the hip. We'll step that right foot up a little bit. Reach and extend. Left hand down. You'll roll the shoulders back. Lean the head back a little bit. Feel the tailbone reach towards that back right heel. And then maybe extend the right arm to the sky. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend back into the knee. We'll slowly come up. Reach the legs up. Arms up, toes out, heels in. Let's sink down. Beautiful. Inhale back up. We're going to come back to warrior B now on the right side. Beautiful. This time we're going to slide your left hand down. We'll inhale, reach that right arm high, maybe leaning back a little bit. So listen again, what's able for your body? Sweep that right arm along the horizon. Now we'll lower your right thigh or forearm on your thigh or the hand inside your foot. You can bring your left hand on your hip. Now, one of the things you don't want to do is kind of dump in here. You want to press. So you have this nice triangle shape. And then maybe extend that left arm to the sky or over the head, or you can keep your hand at your hip. Keep breathing. What feels good? Maybe bending a little bit deeper. Press the knee towards the pinky toe. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back up. Woo! Inhale, lift up. Toes out, heels in, sink down. Up. Other side. So we're going to come back to warrior B now on the left side. Beautiful. Right hand down, reach that left arm high. We're going to exhale, bring your forearm on your thigh. Start with the right hand on the hip. Again, you don't want to dump in. You want to press. So you feel that nice length. Feel that tailbone reach towards that back heel. You can inhale, lift your left arm or right arm high or over the head. Breathing. Noticing, maybe sinking a little bit deeper. Knee towards that pinky toe. 3, squeeze the inner thighs. 2, and 1. We're going to sweep and come up. Let's lift up, toes out, heels in, sink down. Let's reach up. Now, we're going to take a wide-legged forward fold here. So letting your body come down as it makes sense for you. You can reach your hands down, you can interlace the hands behind the back. What is your body? 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring your hands forward. We're going to heel toe your feet a little bit closer together. Now we're going to walk both hands towards that right foot. Turn your right toes out. Let's bend the knee and bring your nose towards your knee. Beautiful. 2, and 1. Now you're going to keep your left hand down. We're going to bring your right hand on your hip and start to rotate and twist a little bit. If you want to straighten that right leg, feel free. You want to reach your right arm high or behind your back. 3, feel your head lean back, maybe a little bit more, leaning back. More sensation, more space. 2, and 1. We're going to slowly unwind. We're going to bring the foot in. We're going to come back to that wide-legged forward fold. And this time, try to walk your hands through your legs. Really, really big stretch, chin to the chest. Maybe look for the ceiling. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Walking your hands forward. We're going to now walk the hands towards the left foot. Maybe turning those left toes out a little bit. Bend the left knee, nose towards the knee. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now you can stay right here, or you can slowly start to turn. So you're going to keep your right hand down, left hand either on the hip, rolling back up to the sky, or maybe all the way behind your back. And keep letting that head go back, deeper twist. Keep breathing, more space. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna gently release. We're gonna come back to the center once again. Let's grab onto the side edges of the legs or the feet as you fold forward. 2, and 1. We're gonna bring your hands in front of you. What we're gonna do from here, come onto your fingertips. Be really careful what's able for your hip. We're gonna bend into your right knee and then maybe let your left leg turn up a little bit, so sinking down. And then we're gonna do that on the other side. So going from side to side a few times. And again. And again. And then one more time. And again, beautiful. And then we're gonna slowly come back to kind of a neutral place. Keep your knees bent. We'll walk your hands to the front of the mat, step the legs back, and you're gonna come lay on your belly. And as you come lay on your belly, let's start by pillowing your hands. So one hand on top of the other, and then turn your head to the right. And I'm gonna go and adjust the screen, and I will meet you in just a second. Beautiful. Just keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. So just kind of congratulating what you've already done today. All right, so what we're gonna do from here, let's bring your chin either on the back of the hands or you can rest your forehead down. So what feels better for the neck? Let's start by bending both of the legs. Flex your feet. And you're gonna press your pelvis down into the ground. Feel your glutes engage and maybe lift the knees up a little bit away from them. And then we're gonna slowly lower the knees back down, stretch the legs out. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bend the legs once again, flex your feet. Squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom, 1 and 2. Press the pelvis down and then let those knees lift up, feeling the glutes engage. Beautiful. We're gonna slowly lower the knees down and relax the feet. Wiggle your hips a little bit. So notice you might start to feel your lower back get flatter or your belly get flatter towards the ground. Let's try that one last time. We're gonna bend the knees, flex the feet, squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom, 1 and 2. Engage the glutes, press the pelvis down and let the knees lift off the mat. 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna let your knees come down. Beautiful. Let's drop your feet to the right and to the left and to the right and left. And one more time to the right and one more time to the left. And then you're gonna gently release the feet alongside the mat. Now let's slide the arms alongside the body, palms face up. We're gonna roll the shoulders back and then lift the chest up. Exhale, lower the chest back down. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up. Back down. And one last time. Inhale. And exhaling. Beautiful. This time, let's inhale. We're gonna roll the shoulders back, lift the shoulders up and the feet up together. So we'll inhale, lift everything up. Maybe reach the arms up, reaching for the feet, bigger stretch in your body. 2 and 1. Beautiful. We're gonna slide the hands out of the small, the waist, fingers forward. Squeeze the elbows towards one another. We'll lift the chest up again. Beautiful. Cobra. 2 and 1. We're gonna come to tabletop, and then we're gonna come crisscross our legs at the front of our mat. So as you come crisscross your legs, let's move the fleshy part from your sitting bones, and then we're gonna walk your hands forward. As much as that feels good for your body, you can lower your forearms down, maybe you're just on your fingertips. And if this is really hard for you, you can always slide your hands behind you, just roll the shoulders back, because sometimes that feels like a better stretch for your body. So what do you need right here, right now in this moment? Keep breathing. Relax your jaw. Notice how different you feel than you did about 45 minutes ago. 2 and 1. We're gonna walk the hands back. We're gonna crisscross your legs the other way, moving the fleshy part from the sitting bones. And then we're gonna slowly, slowly walk those hands forward. Beautiful. And it's very different for me on this side than the other side. So just noticing, how does your body feel? What's your body reacting to right now? Noticing where you might hold things a little bit differently. I'm going to relax my jaw because I feel a little bit different stuff in my hips on this side. So what does your body need though? And it's okay to shift and adjust. And always come down. Keep breathing. And it's also, it's easy for me to come down, but like when I'm up here a little bit, I feel something different. So it's nice to shift and listen, knowing that each day you have something different going on, and just being patient with yourself and thinking about that's a way to value yourself, what we talked at the beginning of class. Let's come walk the hands all the way back up. We're going to stretch the legs out right now. Bring your hands behind you. Let's lift the chest up. Now you can stay here. You can come to reverse plank or reverse table. 2 and 1. Let's gently come back down. Fantastic. Bringing your feet together, the soles of the feet together, the knees apart. Again, we'll move the hips a little bit from side to side, finding the gravity, the center point of the sitting bones. Hold on to the ankles. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the heart up. You can stay right here, pressing the feet together and pushing the knees down, or start to let your chest come forward towards your feet. So I haven't said this in a while, but moving your heart to your soul. So can you bring your heart all the way to the soul? Coming down. This is one option. Now, if you are up here, that is another beautiful option. What do you need today? Something else that you can do is also try to open your feet like a book, and you'll see again on your soul what a great person you are. Keep breathing. Your feet say you are beautiful. 3, 2, and 1. Let's inhale. We're going to slowly come up. We're going to bring the knees together like a book. Let's take your left arm. You're going to wrap it around both legs, and we'll slowly twist to the right. Oh, let that feel good. Maybe looking over your right shoulder. 2, and 1. We're going to gently release and do that on the other side. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly release that. From here, let's reach the arms high. We did this earlier. Start to fold forward. Now, you can stay right here or start to flex the feet, walking the feet a little bit further forward, maybe walking your sitting bones back, and just starting to let yourself fold forward. You can hold on to the toes, the feet, or maybe your hands are on your shins or your knees. What feels good? Maybe your hands are behind your back. You're lengthening your spine. Keep breathing with whatever you're doing, honoring where you're at in this moment, right here, right now. Reminding yourself that you're doing a great job, no matter what. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently lift our body up. We're going to come bend the knees. We'll sink your hips towards your heels and slowly start to roll down one vertebra at a time, making your way onto your back. Beautiful. Letting your arms rest alongside the body, palms up. Let's press to the back of the head and squeeze the shoulders together. You might need to readjust your hips to feel your back on the ground. All right, so we're going to do a little teeny bit of core work. Couple back bends. We'll take a twist. You'll have the opportunity to invert your body if you want to, and then we'll move into Shavasana, just so you know what's coming. If you need to do something else or rest, please allow yourself to do that. So here is our core work today. Let's do some eagle crunches. So we're going to take your right leg over your left leg, and perhaps even wrapping one more time if that's possible. If that's not, don't worry about it. You'll take your right arm under your left arm. Let's kind of bring the hands together. And again, if this is challenging, just modify it or do not crisscross, and we'll do the same motion. So we're gonna squeeze the elbows and knees together 10 times. So when you're ready, let's exhale, squeeze, inhale, lengthen, exhale, and inhale, and inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale, inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to gently release the arms out wide to the side. Let's take a twist from here because I think it might feel good. You're going to slide your hips to the right and then drop your knees to the left. Maybe looking over towards that right shoulder. Again, if that feels good for your body. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale, lift the knees up. You're going to readjust your hips, and we'll start to do this on the other side. So realign your body for a second. Let yourself find that steady space, that center space. And then we're going to take your left leg over the right. And again, if you want to double bind it, go for it. We're going to take the left arm underneath the right arm. Again, try to bring your hands or just grab your shoulders, or don't bind it, or don't crisscross at all. 10 more. So we're going to go 10, exhale, inhaling, 9, 8, exhaling as you squeeze up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to uncross the arms, slide your hips to the left a little bit. We'll drop your knees to the right. Fantastic. Maybe turn your head to the left. Notice if it's easier on this side. Is it more challenging? What feels good? Feeling your body open as you twist. I always think we twist to unwind. 2, and 1. We'll lift those knees back up. Readjust your hips, unwind your legs. We're going to bring your arms alongside your body. Roll the shoulders back. All right, so let's start here with a bridge pose. If you feel like your body's really warmed up and you're ready to do Urdhva, please do that with straight arms and straight legs. Otherwise, you're going to walk your heels as close as you can to your hips. Maybe reach your fingers for your heels. You can hold on to the backs of the legs or just kind of touch your fingers towards those heels. We'll squeeze the shoulders together. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Tilt your tailbone towards your knees and lift your hips away from the ground. Roll the shoulders back. Press to the back of the head. Feel the chin move away from the chest. Take a deep inhale. Feel that lengthening in the body. Feeling your spine open. Exhale. Ah. Again. Ah. One more breath. Ah. Fantastic. Letting your body come down. Shift your hips a little bit. So you can do that again. You can interlace your hands behind your back as you lift up, or if you want to follow me, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, squeeze the shoulders together. You're going to bring your hands under the shoulders, squeeze the elbows in. Maybe pigeon toe your feet a little bit as you lift up, and we'll press and lift for a full back bend. Looking at your thumbs, if that feels okay. Big stretch in your body, big inhale. Exhale, letting it go. Ah, and then coming down as you're ready. Wherever you're at. Fantastic. Woo, good job. Let's do that once again. That felt good. You can do this, the bridge pose, or again, bringing the hands under the shoulders, set your body up. Make sure you feel really steady and safe as you lift back to that back. Fantastic. 3, 2, and 1. We'll slowly start to come down onto your body. Let's squeeze those knees into the chest, giving ourselves a hug. Maybe you want to take a happy baby here, if that would feel good, grabbing onto the inside or outside edge of the feet. And then I'm going to guide us through a shoulder stand, a plow pose shoulder stand, and then into Shavasana. But if you, again, would rather do a headstand or do nothing, that's fine. Listen to your body. We're gonna reach your arms, or your arms up, your arm legs, your legs over your, up to the sky. You can stay right here. You can bring your arms alongside your body, bring your feet over your head for plow pose, rolling your shoulders underneath you. Make sure that you don't move your head and neck from here. Move your chin away from the chest as you reach and extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Imagining your heels over your hips, really pressing through the back of the head and the shoulders so the neck is away from the ground. Looking up at the toes, if that feels okay, notice your breath. Let's take 10 more. 10. Go with and really let this be meditative for you. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. We're going to bring your feet back over your head for plow pose. Maybe interlace your hands behind your back, roll on those shoulders a little bit more. Beautiful. Squeeze your knees towards your head or ears. Release your hands and come roll all the way on your back. Sliding your hands maybe underneath your hips, extending your legs forward. Let's roll the shoulders back, press through the forearms, lift the heart up, look back. Take an inhale. And exhale. Again. One more. And then allowing yourself to come lay down on your back, your belly, your side, or come to a comfortable seat. And allow your eyes to close. Give yourself a few moments to go within. So perhaps allowing the feet to move off to their prospective sides and feeling your feet relax. And then feeling your hands and wrists relax. And then noticing the hip, the pelvis, sacrum soften. Feeling the spine release, the shoulder, the back of the neck. You feel your whole face soften. Just take a moment to notice the breath that's coming in and out of your nose. Notice if the breath feels smooth or choppy. Is it easy to breathe? Is it challenging? What's your experience? Now you can keep your awareness and your focus on your breath. Or maybe take a moment to connect with something that brings you a sense of peace, of joy, naturally. It could mean being in nature, it could mean being with a person in your favorite room, doing an activity. Just thinking about something that when that happens, this natural joy comes over you. And I want you to welcome that sense, that feeling sense into your being. Just notice what happens. Perhaps you feel a lightness or a tingling, an opening, a releasing. Maybe there's a smile that overcomes you. And just let that energy, that sense of something that's bringing you joy or peace, let it resonate to every cell of your body and your being. Keep breathing. Notice if your breath has changed at all. I'm thinking you want to do more of this that brings you that sense of joy, that peace. And then perhaps sending that sense out to someone in your life that you know that might also need that. Keep some of it for you, but you're also, just because there's so much abundance as you start to connect with that feeling, that you can send it out to others. And it can be an individual, maybe it's a community, whatever that is. So just as you're here kind of in this place of connecting with this peace and joy, using your imagination, I'm going to read to you a quote in a passage. This quote is by Alexandra Adornetto. Imagination and invention go hand in hand. Remember how the lack of resources was never a problem in childhood games. Shift a few pieces of furniture around in the living room and you have yourself a fort. So when we give ourselves permission to connect with what brings us joy, just even for a few moments, instead of staying with what we start to spin out about and brings us frustration or anger or resentment, we start to be able to shift ourselves. So go back into that place where you have that sense of peace. As you show this gratitude for all of the things that do bring you peace and joy, because there might have been more than one. Whether it is that place in nature, the relationships, the friendships, the activities. That peace and joy with it. Let's take a moment and bring one hand on our belly and one hand on our heart. And just taking this moment to really honor and thank yourself for taking this time out for you today. Please feel free to continue to rest if you need a little bit more time. If you feel ready to move, you can slowly start to reach and stretch. Maybe wiggling the fingers and the toes or turning your head from side to side. You can give yourself a big hug, squeezing the knees in, or maybe just rolling over to your right or left side. Just taking as long as you need, but eventually maybe making your way up to a comfortable seat. And I want to thank you so much for allowing me to guide you, and those of you who are watching this later, many blessings to you. Namaste.